We are finally back with another stream. We are on Honkai Star Rail because 3.3 dropped last Tuesday. Finally getting to it. Been kind of difficult completely avoiding spoilers when I doom scroll on Twitter. I got some images and screenshots and stuff, but I always quickly scroll away. Hi Clara. I use my free standard 5-star selector with 4 days left for you.
この前スバローグにスバローグは私はベロブルグの存続だからクラーラはここあスマホ
Even kids have smartphones these days. Anyway, excuse me. Let's get going with this. New story recap. Okay. Following the advice of the crisis heirs, I embarked on the trial of time, only to learn that I had been dead since the moment I stepped onto Emphorius. To reclaim the future that had been stolen from me, we pushed onward in pursuit of the Death Titan, Thanatos. Meanwhile, Anaxa, one of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany, broke free from the surveillance of the Golden Threads and actively sought refuge from the Council of Elders. After winning the Council's trust, he ascended Dawncloud with Circes, the Reason Titan who resided with him, and sought an audience with Kefali, the World-Bearing Titan. To obtain information about the entrance to the Netherrealm, Castros had no choice but to support the Council of Elders in proposing a pause in the Flame Chase journey. With the aid of the demigod Cypher, she set out for the ancient city of the dead dragon, Styxia. Castros successfully recreated the dead dragon Pollux via alchemy and used its power to return to the Netherrealm, where she faced Thanatos, the Death Titan. She returned both the Titan's core flame and the stolen future, restoring the cycle of life and death in Emphorius. So that's how it works. Like, normally they use that fountain in whatever that area is called to return the core flame, but like she didn't need that, it seems. Anaxa's soul met Castros in the Netherrealm, where he proved his hypothesis regarding creation. At the Citizens' Assembly, he cast a pivotal vote and used the charge of blasphemy to thwart the Council of Elders' schemes for power, allowing the Flame Chase journey to continue. He's dead! He's right. After returning Circe's core flame, Anaxa's physical body completely disappeared. With this, the Flame Chase journey neared its conclusion, and all eyes turned skyward. Onwards to Aquila. Sure. I heard this one is like just even better. And like Emphorius as a whole is pretty cool. But it's very wordy. Collect your thoughts. Okay. Thanatos and Circe's core flames have been returned. Sometime after that. Black screen. The 12 constellations hover above, overlooking the vortex of Genesis. What is it? Aquila and Kefali? Or is it the other way around? They embody the 12 Emphorian deities, fate, foundation, creations, and calamity of this world. Now, 10 among them have fallen, their core flames are turned to the origin of Genesis. Above you, constellations shimmer, their brilliance echoing the faint slumber of each titan. Hello, incoming viewers, thank you for joining the stream. Just got started with Trailblaze Quest 3.3. And you have experienced 4 ascensions and 4 partings. Strife. The Lance of Fury once became the Mad King, plunging the world into ceaseless strife until your valor brought it to an end. Brought it to an end. And its demigod successor, the undying Mightymost, chose to bear the title of Kremnos alone, returning home to be crowned as the last line of defense for the Holy City. Undying, huh? I mean, he was shown to be potentially dead in the trailer. So was Cypher. So was... I don't know, do all the tribute dolls look the same? I don't know. Cypher just got freaking lariated or something by Flame Reaver when she was trying to catch her coin. Still haven't seen that Like, I don't know if I'm just not remembering, but still haven't seen that scene from the Nameless Faces promotional video, where Fanon does a downwards leaping strike and breaks through the floor with whatever he's hitting. I mean, it looked like he was attacking Nikador, but Nikador is dead, if I remember correctly anyway. And I don't remember that being in the cutscene when we were fighting Nikador. My day, may your battles know no defeat. Back then, the incarnation of time entrusted Mem to at the Temple of the Three Fates. Back then, the lively girl with red hair fulfilled her mission and bid the first farewell. Time speaks not of fairness, yet it never stops, and now this power resides in your hands. See you tomorrow, Trian. Reason. Not long ago, the head of the Grove Sages helped you repel the menace that is the Black Tide, and still not long past, that unruly scholar staged one grand performance, granting you a glimpse of this world's truth at the cost of his life. Oh, the incarnation of reason, edge of existence. Have you found your answer? Death. The prophecy once made the Hand of Shadow choose two, granting one the fate of death, yet their bond wove a hauntingly beautiful tale that stretched across time. At the end, the incarnation of death who journeyed from the nether realm to the living world chose to remain in the Sea of Flowers, retrieving your future. At the end of the West Wind, we shall meet again, Casterus. What a long journey it's been. Is Lygus gonna walk up behind us? Time and again, farewells haven't numbed you. You can't help but wonder, how many more goodbyes will the journey of trailblazing entail? You question whether you'll be able to express each goodbye with heartfelt emotion. Your thoughts sink into the ocean. You recall how the Amphorians cherish epics, using stories to soothe their sorrows. Perhaps you should embrace this way to dispel your melancholy and regain your strength. Then let it begin. Countless words of adventure surge through your mind. You need only to grasp just one to anchor your creation. Nope. Don't be influenced by the noise outside. Just focus on the keyword in your mind. Danhang. It is indeed difficult, but you should still cling tightly to your inspiration, weaving heartfelt and elegant verses. Alright, this is an impossible task. Just one glance at your phone. It won't disrupt your thoughts, or so you tell yourself. It's Cypher! Great mystery. Last time in 6 years, 0 time for treasure hunting. Absolute disaster. Now the River Soul's mostly retreated. I'm back, baby, in the water. Big shiny chest. I can't use the miracle orb, and I can't wait through. Your power of time is needed. Now! 70-30 split. 30 for you, 70 for me? Exactly. 30 for you and 70 for me. Detail schmeetails. Get here and we'll talk. Fine. You must admit, even during this arduous and struggling low point, there are still those who live joyfully. Cypher's endless surging desire for wealth becomes more turbulent than waters of Scale Gorge Waterscape. You will die over petty change. He's trying to catch a coin, gets lariated to death. Or something. That is a lariat, right? Forget the past for now. It only brings sorrow, but sadness has no place in this moment. What you need is the drive to move forward. Give me some of that. You decide to head to I've got a smug look. To Styxia, where the River of Souls is no longer blocked, to meet up with Catgirl. Hopefully those glittering, clinking trinkets will, as always, lift your spirits. I didn't really fully get the whole River of Souls things. Styxia's moonlight is so beautiful. And the River of Souls is so quiet. It's like everything that happened was just a dream. I wonder if Cass is doing okay on the other side. If I write a letter and put it in a drift bottle, will she be able to read it? I miss Casters too. No, this shouldn't be so depressing. Now's not the time to feel down, we gotta pull ourselves together. By the way, it was Miss Cypher who asked us to come here, but where's she gone? Ah, there she is, someone else here. Yes, and this aura feels so familiar. Okay, let's go check it out together, be very careful. I have a bad feeling about this. Hey, what's that on the ground? What's that on the ground? Should we pick it up? Careful, careful. Yeah, it's a piece of black cloth. Flame Reaver? Uh-oh. Now, where have I seen this before? Flame Reaver. Did someone rip off a piece of my clothes? Flame Reaver. How could they be here? Mimi! Look out! Get ready. You want the pink puppy, don't you? Is it finally time for me to bow out? Don't give it just like that. Let's try our best to deal with them for now, and we'll slip into the path of time's power as soon as we can. The River of Souls. It's full of fish, big and delicious. What? Not even a question mark, just a period. The flame chase journey stops. I saw some video about the theory of how the Flame Reaver is someone who escaped the cyclical nature. Because apparently there are lines where he says something, where he mentions like the cycle or something, but like they're combat lines or something, so the subtitles don't show it, and because I don't understand Japanese, I didn't catch it. Meow. Oh, this is the thing that everyone is memeing about. Flame Reaver's meowing. Okay, cool. I disappear for a moment. Alright. Meow meow. If I want to go back, I can screenshot it, whatever. Meow. Mem is meowing? The Flame Reaver's gone mad. The end. We already know about the mad part, but are we still in danger? Stop. Cypher. Oh, sorry, I couldn't pass on the chance to give you two a good scare. How do you... I didn't know you had a disguise thing. I mean, I guess it makes sense to be, like, trickery or demigod of trickery or something. This Cypher must be fake too. Run! Run! Ah, don't run. I'm the real Cypher, the real one. Come on, don't be upset. I'm just giving you a kind reminder that M4 isn't safe at all. The whole place is full of dangers, including that sword master. Make sure you stay on your toes no matter where you are. Started playing both a good cop and bad cop. Hey, I'm just bringing it up to you. You'd do the same in my shoes. So, was that a Flame Reaver disguise or a magic trick? It looks so real. Is that the power of the trickery demigod? Disguise? No, it's not as simple as that. Let me think about how to explain this. For example, what did you think when you realized that piece of cloth came from the Flame Reaver's cloak? We thought that maybe the Flame Reaver was around here somewhere? That's right, and when you heard some footsteps, what do you think? What do you think when that happened? Well, we thought it must be the Flame Reaver coming this way. Yep, exactly. I just used some hints and mental suggestions to help you believe in a lie. Lies are what Zagreus are best at. If everyone believes in a lie, then it becomes reality. Okay, whatever character from Jujutsu Kaisen, not in the anime yet. Kind of works like that. Kind of. It's hard to make lies into reality. It's got all my hair standing up. Nice, now I know your secret. Yeah, I sure you love your arrogance, Grey Mystery. It seems trust you for a reason. Someone as honest as you can trick me, even if you wanted to, so there's no harm in telling you. Besides, we still need to team up to go treasure hunting, right? Let's wrap up here. It's time to get going. Hey. Oh, I thought you'd tell us late. Danhung? Finon? Shaman? Kevin! Hey, Kevin. Echo, did you rest well? I came during lucid hour and you seemed asleep, so I didn't wake you up, but in current circumstances I can't stay idle. I feel like it's time to continue our training. Let's go to the grove, shall we? I'm treasure hunting. I guess. Aren't you a popular one? But I got to you first, so help me with the treasures, and then I'll send you to the grove. Gonna go live handsomely somewhere after this. Live handsomely? You mean spend all this money? That's so not why I hunt for treasures. Don't forget, I'm a demigod too, and there's a line reserved for me in that stupid prophecy as well. You shall walk with greed and die over petty change. But I don't believe in that. As long as I keep collecting treasures, then I won't need to care about petty change. As long as I don't hurt other people and I get what I want, I won't be walking with greed, right? Isn't that simple? Sure, why not? We'll go with that. So, as long as I keep going down this path, all those predestined prophecies and fates will never catch up to me. That was a long speech. I'm getting thirsty at this rate. The treasures of Styxia aren't going to float up on their own. Come on, Great Mystery, show me what the authority of time can do. Hello, incoming viewers. Thank you for joining the stream. I just got started with Trailblaze Quest 3.3 like 10-15 minutes ago. Oh, wait, hold on. A few days later, at the crush site in the Abyss of Fate. Oh. It's still burning? So this is a car of the Astral Express you've spoken of. My repository of memories has been enriched with another fascinating piece of information. Thank you for leading me here, Lord Dunham. Lord? I'm surprised a council elder like yourself would be willing to journey so far to inspect the Express. I came and hold wisdom and knowledge in high esteem. If the citizens knew of your origins, I'm sure more would be intrigued by the Trailblaze. Sadly, discussions about the world beyond the sky remain taboo. It's been quite some time since you first arrived when it came up. Presumably, you've been looking for a way to leave ever since? I mean, there's that joke ending where I didn't realize when I first, like, did it, and then when I tried to recall it, but then in that video of theories, it reminded me, in that joke ending where, like, after Aglaya puts you on a trial about to kill you, and Finon steps in and he asks you, like, will you help us? If you refuse, he's like, okay, I get it. And then you leave. And I was wondering, like, well, how can you just leave when Aquila is, like, stopping anyone from leaving? Turns out that you get help from a guy looking like an Intellitron. Hello, Mr. Lygus. Hello, Mr. Intellitron lookalike. And given that we know he is sort of an overseer when we tried to enter as Thirda, it's almost certainly him. It's all but explicitly stated, so. It's been... Yeah, I already read that. I've been actively gathering clues and testing different things. Sadly, the more I find out, the more powerless I feel. Don't be too hard on yourself, my lord. The puzzle has stumped M4's scholars for centuries. It isn't something you can solve overnight, even someone as gifted as yourself. In the Grove, I discovered extensive research on the Sky Titan. It appears that many scholars from Emphorius believe the taboo against the world beyond the sky stems from a curse cast by Aquila. Exactly. One of the 12 Titans at Emphorius, Aquila, is known for being the most capricious. The weather itself reflects her mood. Tranquil sunshine, mournful rain. Aquila's breath is a brisk wind, and their cries resound as thunder in a storm. Additionally, Aquila is one of 2 Titans whose core flames have yet to be returned. The sky above affects every citizen. It's clear that Lady Aglaya's decision to confront Aquila at the end of Flame Chase journey was a carefully considered strategy. If returning Aquila's core flame can break the sky's curse, we won't have to exhaust ourselves searching for a way back. We can simply focus on aiding the Chrysosers. And the Catherians have no home to return to, so I understand your concern for your old friends and homeland. We used anti-Catherian technology, or scanning as you might call it, to assess this car. Assuming my judgment is correct, I might be able to conduct a thorough overhaul of its power systems. Really? But... of course, that's only if you, my lord, permit me to interact with it. By all means, please proceed, but be careful. The express thrusters are extremely delicate. You honor me with your trust, I'll be very careful. I mean, this guy has been gazed upon by Nos, so... whether or not he's an emanator, we'll have to see, but... yeah. Lygus carefully scans the damaged propulsion systems, then methodically began inspecting its components. This is unbelievable. You seem to understand its structure perfectly. Have you repaired something like this before? It's because he knows more than he lets out. Not exactly, but we Antikytherians are inherently sensitive to machinery. Carefully endowed our kind with unique advantage for analyzing and learning. Okay, whatever. If you give me some time, I might be able to fully restore this damaged car to its former glory. Then you and your esteemed companion could set off on your return journey sooner. Where are you gonna get the materials, buddy? But isn't the real issue with Aquila? Hypothetically, Lord Dunhung, if I could open up a path out of him force that circumvents Aqua's divine punishment, that's a bit on nose, isn't it? Would you consider ceasing your support for the Flame Chase journey? At this point, nope. I don't understand. Does the Council of Elders possess some secret means of counteracting divine punishment? Like, if you're even at, just even, Lygus even asking this question is already, you know, telling of something. It's best if you don't delve too deeply into that question, my lord. All you need to know is, I can make it happen. Maybe this is not a decision by the Council of Elders, but rather his personal wish. The crucial point is, if you and your companion are unwilling to halt your support for the crisis areas, it could offend certain interests. Forgive me, Lord Lygus, but I must be frank. When visiting Doncut, I reviewed the records of many council elders. Among them, only your background was nearly blank. I'd like to accept your goodwill, but given such a mysterious background and motives, anyone cautious would have doubts. Your prudence impresses me, just as expected. Humst? Humst? Are these people... Is it a trap? Is that why you accompanied me here? Please don't misunderstand, Lord Dunhung. As the Theoros, I have no allegiance to their plans, nor am I obliged to obstruct them. I am neutral. So who are these people? Out of respect for you, I hope to offer a peaceful solution to ensure the safety of you and your companion. You gonna go dragon form? 1 against 4 then. What's with the spines? Just to confirm, if things turn ugly later, will you help? No. I will not. As I said, I remain neutral. So that means Dunhung can destroy them, right? And Lygus won't interfere, right? I am not trapped in a facility full of... whoever these people are. You are all trapped in here with me. You're asking this because you plan to refuse my offer and continue supporting the crisis heirs? You weren't wrong about one thing, Lord Lygus. Indeed, we must try to return to our companions. But our companions now also include the flame-chasing crisis heirs. Nameless cannot, and will not ignore the fate of our companions. So, does Lygus know he's a Vidyadhara? So I see. This is what you call trailblazing. When I asked if you'd help, I meant the ones who need help are them. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. Let's go. He's gonna go crazy. Let's go. Meanwhile, in the Grove of Epiphany... okay. He's fighting Flame Reaver right now. He has such overwhelming powers, so why? Answer me. Why do you stand in our way? Why do you want to take the core flames? It's you! No, he can't hold on anymore. Bring him back here, friend. Huh? Are you okay? I'm okay, I can handle that kind of hit now, but a few months ago that would have knocked me out. Oh, we're doing the training thing, so we already skipped the... We already did the treasure hunting with Cypher. That's keeping me on edge. Thanks for roaring, buddy. Thanks for the help to face Aquila and the other potential threats. I must sharpen myself with the most aggressive methods. And so, it's impressive you thought of this training method, battling the phantoms of the past in the river of time. It's just like the hyperbolic time sanctum that the bards describe. So it's working pretty well, wouldn't you say? But combat isn't just about strength and skill, you also need the right weapon. Compared to that guy's weapon, mine feels like I'm swinging a lump of iron. I can't tell you how many swords I've gone through since the training began. Want to get Chardness to help. Don't worry, I've already arranged that. Of course I need him. Ask him to make a suitable divine weapon for me. It's a little embarrassing to say this, but in order to help me, he deliberately turned down all other business. Just get the hero association. They made metal a bad that would never break, ever, or something. Chartness is part of this flame chase journey after all, full of energy. Thinking about how he's been recently. Maybe you're right. But Final, I've been somewhat concerned about you. Okay, Cyrene. You are Cyrene, right? Based on all the speculation, whatever. I don't know. Well, you seem more and more fixated on that sword master in black. That's quite the sudden shift in topic. I've been holding this question for a long time. You're getting stronger, but seeds of unrest are also going in me. Don't worry, I'm not wielding my sword for revenge. Echo's been through Nikador's trial and understands. Those who can't walk out of the shadows of their past are ultimately weak. Times have changed. The responsibility I bear is both precious and fragile. I wield my sword for the future of M4S. I will not let hatred cloud my judgment again and neglect my duties. I'm here by your side. You're right, partner. As of now, I'm not able to handle that sword master on my own. I still need the help of my friends. Every time I say something, things get so serious. I don't want to be the person who keeps bringing the mood down. I'm out of energy for training today. How about we go to the library affiliate to lighten the mood? Sure, that's what I've been looking forward to. We deserve to enjoy ourselves after all the hard work. Today, I'm definitely going to. Why not take the interesting ones home? Great idea. Excuse me. Great idea. However, that would mean no more reasons to visit the grove. That's the charm of this place. You can find whatever you're into here. Three of us might not be into scholarly books, but we could still spend an entire day at the library affiliate. Dawn of the Living Dead. Is this a... Oh, never mind. Wait, this is where this is where we found Flame Reaver and whatever. Here we are. Where was that slate last time? Was it here or maybe over here? I'll have to have some fun. It's free time now, so you should relax too. Pop. Over the past few months, you've come here more than once, fishing out that small piece of essence from the ocean of knowledge that best suits your taste. You're quite relieved that Don Hung isn't around. No one will be here to judge your reading tastes. The scroll at hand shows a line of small text, non-standard reading material. Please return to its original place after borrowing. Do not let any Grove professor discover it. 10 exclamation marks! It seems that the scholars of the Grove, amidst their profound academic discussions, haven't forgotten their little hobbies. So, which reading material will you peruse? I don't know what this one's referencing. I feel like if I was given... I would recognize it if someone told me the name. I don't remember what the name of it's that this one is referencing is called. Let's go One Punch Man. Hey. Hey. Ding ding ding. Oh god, I'm GG's. Sure, okay. That's not something Saitama would say. Oh no. Invigorating literature, your favorite. This article leaves you feeling empowered, as if you're the author's One Punch God incarnate. Sky Titan Aqua? Heh, that's nothing. I'm the galactic baseballer. What's more, the sky or the galaxy? I wonder what fun memory reading. Let's take a closer look. Okay, I was gonna be like, wait, does it only give us the ones we looked at? Hi, ma'am. What you looking at? You're looking at a bunch of weird squares. Month of cultivation, current fall hour, time to feast on grains, but poor time for fishing. Okay, Stardew Valley player. I've never played Stardew Valley. But then again, are there even any spots left to fish in forest these days? What you looking at? Well, you scared me. You go bursting into someone's world like that can really catch them off guard. Well, no more jokes. There's nothing here. I'll go look elsewhere. It's not about Mem. What are they flipping through? Huh! What preserved? I just broke it. Huh! I'm gonna do it again, Mem! These cards are so detailed and fine. Ruler, Weaver, Traveler, Healer. But the interpretation for each card is so long. Do I have to memorize them all? What you looking at? What a coincidence. We meet again. Guess we're fated to be together, huh? Well, you must be busy, so I won't bother you for now. Hope your day, every day is joyful. Let's do it again. So suspicious, not like their usual self. Do it again, do it again, do it again! And then we'll bother Kevin. You sure are persistent. Alright. I'm totally helpless against your charm. What are you guys chatting about? Is this the Enforced Divination Compendium? Oh, are you here too? Sorry, seeing you two chasing each other around, I suddenly found my book not that appealing anymore. Never thought Mem would be into divination, but it's not exactly a niche hobby, so... well, the secrecy. I wanted to set it as a surprise. Master and Secret can give you all a shot. You're getting caught halfway through, it's only natural I'd feel shy. A girl's heart is more delicate than Aqua's ever-changing moods. Surprise, huh? Someone else used to tell me the same. She was really good at stargazing and divination, especially with cards. Yeah, just like the ones you're looking at. Okay, Cyrene. Mem Cyrene then, actually. You must be pretty familiar with all sorts of divination techniques with a friend like that. Nope, I know nothing about it. I've never really believed in using cards and bones to predict the future. Yeah, we're gonna be like Shu and use hands. Or something. Read hands. How that works. If the good omens foretold by divination were true, my hometown Ides Elysiae wouldn't have disappeared. Don't forget, we've got Lady Trinon. Every other form of divination is just smoke and mirrors or cleverly rehearsed tricks compared to her flawless prophecies. Little faith in... it should be approached with a critical eye, yep. To me, divination could be a power that guides our spirits. We always cast a shadow in front of us, clouding our view of the future. That's why people turn to divination. It's just to find a small reason to give them courage or face the unknown. Finding faith. What if divination predicts something bad? Well then, you work to prevent it. I guess. Divination is only meaningful when there are both good and bad outcomes. You know, even bad omens serve as guidance. They can help keep us alert, right? Yep. Strange, that person I knew used to say similar things. Looking back, whenever she interpreted a card for me, I couldn't help but feel uneasy, even though I never believed in the outcomes. Okay, yep. That kinda... yep, you are very much Cyrene. I mean, people have been speculating that from, like, the beginning, but... I don't remember the reasons why, but yeah, other than maybe the color scheme. Maybe it was her tone. Cyrene. She could paint a complete fantasy so vividly. It utterly captivated me as a child. Right. I still carry a card she once used. Do you want to see it? Oh, it's so exquisite. I'd love to have a card like that. Those mitts up to the task? And I didn't mention it. Yes, it would be even better if it were made of, say, crystal. Speaking of which, Echo, there's something I haven't shared with you all. Remember our first trip to the Temple of Three Fates? The riddle that Ornix posed to us? Frick. So I guess I was supposed to talk to Kevin first before this. Hello, incoming viewers, thank you for joining the stream. Getting along with Emphorius 3.3 story. Started like half an hour ago. Eh, someone's here. Oh. Is there someone? Oh, it's more of these people. You are... Nice cosplay. These folks are up to no good. So, Dan Hung, how'd you go? Black clothing, masks decorated with golden blood. Maybe Kindness hired these people to be like Flame Reaver wannabes or whatever to spite Aglaya or something. I don't know. Are they the cleaners? Are they what? Cleaners? What? To directly call us by our name, it seems you, Lord Fine, have studied the forgotten history of Emporius quite thoroughly. What's being cleaned? Clothes or cards? Your friend seems quite interested in us. Perhaps you could explain, Lord Fine. It would be the polite thing. You can't let our esteemed guest pass away without understanding. You think you can kill me? During the Crisis War, to combat the Crisis era, several cities formed an underground assassin squad called the Cleaners. Their task was to erase anyone with golden blood from existence. Assassination, poisoning, political persecution, they would do anything to achieve their objective. This historical perspective seems biased, glossing over the Crisis era's abuse of divine powers and their blatant initiation of war, in order to defame our predecessors. Could you disclose the name of the author behind this popular legend, Lord Fanon? I'd hate for the innocent children of Okama to be tainted by such slandered narratives. You should have stayed buried in the dust of history. The Citizens' Assembly has once again legitimized the mission of the Crisis heirs. But as for you, not one citizen cast their vote for you executioners lurking in the shadows. What does it matter? We've long since stopped expecting to be understood. People have become too accustomed to peace, and they've forgotten the disasters that arose from allowing generations of the Crisis heirs to rule. Complete nonsense. Did you really travel all the way to the grove just to have an argument? I enjoy dealing with people as straightforward as you, Lord Fanon. Alright, let's fight. You probably figured out why we've come for you. Sandalful, you're here. Who do you think you're fighting? You're cool, Echo. They've come out of the shadows, which suggests they've got something up their sleeves. Alright, let's hear it. What are you hiding? But watch your language and don't say anything you might regret. My shoulders might be sore and my sword a tad dull, but it's still enough to slice off your tongues. Okay. Are they going to try and attack the... Have we seen Ika before? Like, in-game? In cutscene? I don't know. Hyacine. Hello, Hyacine. How's it going, Cindy? This place fits, doesn't it? It's a bit small, but the lighting is perfect. Yawn of veracity. Thank you, Lord, Lady Tribute. With this, the Twilight Courtyard can be reborn in Okama. Do you like it here, little Ika? Do. Okay. Yeah, it's so bright here. Maybe you should rename it. How about Luminous Courtyard? Lady Tribute makes a good point, but Twilight Courtyard carries the long history of the descendants of the sky, and I'd like it to continue. Right, how does the legend go again? Even Lady Tribute forgets things. We just haven't prepared lessons in a while now, so we're a bit rusty. Just give us some time and we'll remember. Now we remember Corruptness and the Firmament, Volume 3, Section 5. With Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, striking down the Eye of Twilight, the divine war between Nicodorn and Aquila, which spanned centuries, came to an end. Thereafter, the Skyfolk gradually declined. Numerous sky fortresses were abandoned, and their descendants began to establish themselves on the land. Finally, those descended from Seliosi, the Day Thunder Knight, were welcomed by the scholars under Circes and established a Twilight Courtyard in the grove. Text. Give me a moment. I'll answer later. The historical record seems slightly at odds with our memories, but the details from that time have become somewhat hazy to us. Oh, I forgot. For Lady Tribute, history is more than just words on a page. It's something you've personally lived through. And little Ika loves listening to stories from the legends. I'm sure you're also imagining one day you'll be as awe-inspiring as the winged beast by Celiosi's side. That day will come, I believe it. Just keep growing. Don't just get fat. Like, get bigger, and not just fatter. I don't know. Krataros? Krataros? Oh, Lord Krataros? Miss Hyacinth. And Lady Tribby, good to see you're doing alright. I heard from the citizens you were nearby and came to check. Doing alright? What's going on, Krataros? There's been another violent incident at the market. A shop was smashed and looted. It's the third time this week. Anything to do with the cleaners? How can this be? I always thought that with Lady Aglaia here, Okama would remain peaceful. That was true in the past, but these days, forgive my bluntness, her senses may not be as sharp as they once were. In my opinion, malevolent forces have noticed a slack in the golden threads and are now plotting to exploit the opportunity. The Citizens' Assembly just wrapped up. Why is there still unrest? The crisis there is won by only one vote, Lady Tribby. From my years of experience, a narrow victory often walks hand in hand with unrest. Trouble, Miss Hyacinth, trouble. Clementine? Take a breath, what's going on? Please, something terrible has happened at Marmoreal Palace. What is it, Doctor? Calm yourself and talk us through. Lady Aglaia... Uh-oh. It's Lady Aglaia who's in trouble. We got the cleaners, and for some reason she is not as strong right now or something. Let's go in Marmoreal Palace. People snuck up behind her. I still remember this path that overlooks the entire palace was built by the Council of Elders 900 years ago. Its purpose was to commemorate the first Flame Chase journey and to remember the heroes who made great sacrifices for a millennium ago. Rules were set then, no one was allowed to enter apart from guests invited by the Gold Weaver. How'd they get up here? But I guess you're no longer pretending to follow the rules, are you, Lady Kindness? Yep. Frick this person. It really is her. Aglaia. You ageless witch, hiding behind a divine facade to deceive mortals. You've been far too kind with you. Kind? There's no need to use such a word to cover up your incompetence. Anaxagoras humiliated all you before the citizens. If you still had any shred of shame, you'd throw yourselves from Dawnfell to the current Fallout to salvage the last fragments of your dignity. Demigod, why not gaze into the water's reflection and see the wretched face you wear now? These days you're not only blind, but also deaf. The cleaners were born for this moment, when all orders, rules, and laws fail to restrain you. It's time for the daggers to pass judgment. Aglaia's not gonna die too, is she? If you're in such a hurry, give it a try. Going to toe-to-toe with a demigod? We're not that foolish. What she got in mind? The dagger isn't at your throat, but is she threatening someone she cares about? Threatening all these people? The gravest accusation is that my humanity is fading, and you claim my concern for mortal joys and sorrows is nothing but a facade. If that accusation holds, what makes you think the lives of these citizens will sway me in the slightest? Fine, I'll gladly use a few more words to shatter that demigod facade of yours. Like I said, you're not only blind but deaf too. Lately, your control over Okama has weakened. You failed to notice the thefts we arranged in the market, nor did you catch wind of the meetings happening in the Droma's workshop. Plots are unfolding right under your nose, yet you remain indifferent. Humanity fading? Huh, Aglaia, why not use your precious golden threads to peer into my thoughts? See if the gift we've so meticulously prepared for you can move that cold demigod heart of yours. What you see. In this moment, I only regret not being more ruthless, because your evil is beyond cure. You finally figured it out? Huh. You've grown dull. I've been holding that image in my mind this whole time to make sure you could see it clearly. Well, you have this knucklebone talisman, big sis. I hope it brings you luck every day and keeps you safe from bullies. Oh no, did they kill her? Don't tell me they killed a kid like that. Come on. That's messed up. The girl who can't speak are here. What if she accidentally lost her eyes too? You know better than anyone what it feels like to lose your sight. Imagine if 1,000 years ago, you, already blind, had also lost your voice and hearing in your youth. Would you still have become the Aglaia you are today? Look at those broken, pleading eyes. How disappointing. We overestimated your coming. If this plan fails, we still have dozens of splendid parting gifts prepared. Demigod, would you like to hear about them? I thought I could buy some more time. In these 1,000 years, I've witnessed the fall of 10 titans. From my naive arrogance at the beginning, to slowly learning how to guide others. Now, it's time to let go. I should be grateful. Grateful that I reached this moment, to let my departure become a path for others to follow. What was Aglaia's prophecy? Does she just up and off herself right here? You shall have your final bath in warm and radiant gold. Uh-oh. Does she end up just offing herself in the bath right here? Uh-oh. I don't know. Have I done enough? If I embrace that prophecy now and sink into the warmth of these waters. Will the wandering wind stop to mourn me, Cyphera? Why is she asking Cypher? Oh. Okay, backstory. Millennium ago at Marmoreal Market. Seamstress, I've come as promised. Look at this box full of gold and silver treasures. I bet there's stuff here you've never seen. Come on, as we agreed, I want to buy the most valuable clothes you have. Little thief, you got some nerve, barging into my shop dressed in those tattered rags. What have you brought? Let me see. Here, take a look. Only the finest goods. See the sapphire? It's even more blue than Fagusa's eyes. Such exquisite luster. I've only seen an ocean's tear of this quality in my mother's treasury. Did you steal it from my mother's treasury? Wait. Have you seen one before? In here I thought I'd leave you speechless. No, what a letdown. It's just an old memory. My family estate all burned to ashes long ago. This workshop is what I built from scratch. Oh, a daughter rebuilding her family business. How admirable. Enough with the jokes. At least you did get to enjoy those luxuries. Mind your manners, kitty. Tell me, Cyphera, where do you come from? And how did you acquire these treasures? Yeah, I won them fair and square in a bet. What, do you doubt me? Speak up, seamstress. Give me a straight answer. Do you want these or not? Strange, you're clearly lying to my face. But my golden thread doesn't tremble at all. That's because I'm not lying. I've been telling the truth from the start. Well, that's so, but the scars and mud stains on your face tell another story. Nice one. Oh, come on. Can't we just do business without all this chatter? Don't worry, I didn't leave any evidence, so no one will bother you. And I trust the word you say when you're so skilled at lying. Dealing with you rich people is such a pain, always wasting my time. Fine if you don't want it, there are plenty of others who do. Hold on. Your treasure, I'll accept it, but these alone aren't enough to purchase the gold weaver's finest clothes. That said, I do have something that would suit you perfectly. Oh, what do you have in mind? Look, come a bit closer. Oh, it's shimmering gold. Absolutely stunning. These golden boots are one of the Gold Reaver's greatest treasures. They're not as valuable as the most precious gowns. They hold a magical power. Legend has it that Zagreus blessed these boots, allowing anyone who wears them to move swiftly and silently. Put them on, Zephyra, and don't get caught again. A face as lovely as yours deserves better protection. You rich folks just love sticking your noses in everything, don't you? Well, I'm taking these now, so don't get any second thoughts. What's wrong? Do you have a smaller size? These are way too big for me. I suppose you'll have to grow into them. Fake! Fake! Do you have to interrupt me in the middle of my story? Fake? What's fake? Those boots definitely don't hold Zagreus' divine power. Gamfor is the most cunning liar, and even you are fooled by a liar. Watch your mouth. What if you do to the fish in the River of Souls? Weren't you curious about how I got tangled up with that seamstress? Well, now you know. Satisfied? Daughter? Adopted? I don't know. I didn't expect such a simple story. How disappointing. But, boss lady, there's a chance a Glide wasn't trying to trick you. Huh? You're defending her? No. I just think the story's so moving. It'd be a shame to ruin it with a lie. If I could cry, I'd be in tears right now. Good thing you've still got a sharp tongue. Or you'd have been stuck guarding someone's front door ages ago. Enough chit-chat. Let's take a look at the place. The city of Styxia. Look how beautiful she is. Let me take a good sniff of this air. Sniff. Sniff. Sniff! Yeah. This air is filled with scent of treasure everywhere. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Thanks to Castris and Grey Mystery, the ancient city's barrier is finally dispelled. Now that I think about it, one of them was well worth it. Time for treasure hunting, Bartho. Lead the way, and whatever we find, we'll split 80-20. Well, I have a suggestion. How about 70-30 instead? Listen closely. Do you hear that? The Gnawfish and River Souls are growing with hunger. Oh boy. 80-20 it is! How generous you are, Boss Lady Cypher. Okay. I've been getting the Blacklist clips on YouTube recently. She's talking, she's threatening a bit like Reddington. I'm sure it's not really a unique way of threatening, but sure. Anyway, what's all this water? It's damp, cold, and miserable here. I hate it. It's coarse and rough and whatever and gets everywhere. I don't know. Yeah, the mighty demigod of trickery. Uneasy around water. You won't understand. The people of Dulles are talented in many ways, just not in swimming. Why don't we have a race? Long distance, sprint, or laps? Take your pick. What's got you so worked up? Relax. Who'd have thought the fearless Lady Cypher was afraid of water? Cats hate getting wet. What's so hard to understand about that? Now hurry up and figure out a way across, or I might have to reconsider our split. Don't rush me. Let me take a look around. Alright, let's use that thing. Come on, follow me, boss lady. Not a good imitation. Hey, I'll play along. Let's see where this goes, Bartholos. Oomst? Wait. If that's not Bartholos, then who? Tell me, how'd you hunt for treasure when I wasn't around, boss lady? Trying to trick me into saying something? Not a chance. Ah, crap. Interesting. Very interesting. Was the device divined by the priest of Ornyx? Do you think you can handle it? Don't underestimate me, boss. Just find a cozy, dry corner and wait for me. Mission accomplished. Now you don't have to worry about your tail getting wet. Not bad, but just to warn you, this thing fails while we're halfway through the water. Don't worry, trust me. For that sweet 20% cut of loot, I'll make sure you're taken care of. This feels truly magical. When do you pick up this tray? Where are all the boxes? Self-taught. All self-taught. Where are all the boxes? What's over here? I want to see what's over here. There's nothing here. Scam. Hi, Tuskpier. Ooh, Tuskpier, you're going in the water? Here, can we turn off the spotlight now? It's really blinding. No problem, just use the device over there to shut it off. Sniff, sniff. Scent of gold coins, gems, and fine leather. It's so refreshing. Treasures in this ancient city are all floating back up thanks to Grey Mystery and that pink squirrel. Mem is a squirrel confirmed. She's a puppy and a squirrel. Yes, right here. What are you waiting for? Start digging. Into concrete? Hello? Roger that. Watch me. Martha's activated excavation mode. Unearthing the treasure buried deep underground. What? Oh, that's a huge chest. Move over. I want to open it myself. Oh, what a massive haul. Unbelievable. It's hard to imagine the kind of luxurious life the people of Styxia once led. As expected for a realm of Fagusa's disciples, this entire chest is filled with ornaments made from the ocean's tears. Here, take this and see if it suits you. Yeah, thanks for the gift, boss. Much appreciated. Look at the clarity of this purple crystal. It matches my skin tone perfectly. Cypher, you truly have the most refined taste of all the thieves in Emporius. Let me try this on. Oh. Eh? What? Where's my treasure? Oh, how we known each other. I can't believe you still fall for this. Aw, this is... Oh, how could I have forgotten about this? I'll believe it as true and light becomes reality. What a convenient ability. The demigod of Trigger's divine gift. Far more practical than any golden thread or teleporter. Alright, enough fooling around. Here's the real thing. Lead the way. Cypher rules. I've already pinpointed the next trove of treasure. Starting navigation. Boss lady. We're set to make a fortune this time. Got any plans on how to spend it? Of course, spend nothing. Have you forgotten my silly prophecy? No, isn't that my... Isn't that a control from the hand of Zagreus? Once activated, this thing makes a racket and be heard from miles. It's just too stupid. What was... seriously, what was the time thing when they came up with this thing? Hey, if you don't want the trigger to be exposed, you better start keeping my mouth shut. What do you say? Boss lady, you're absolutely right. I'll be careful with my words. I'm gonna use it. Damn it. Here we go around the River of Souls. Spare 3 goes, spare 3 goes. Shut up! What are you even saying? You're totally out of tune. Oh, this is like an... oh, right, because it's got those sorts of things. It's got an interactive sort of map thing, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, there's a big guy guarding this place. Give me some trick snacks. Yeah, big and dumb. Just a pure long stupidity. That looks like a new enemy. Oh, okay. Look at his face. Oh my, how could something be so ugly? Has a face? What? I don't see any face. Yeah, so ugly. Ugly enough to make even me, a little imp without a digestive system, feel nauseous. If that ugly brute messes up my face, even the stoic Talanton might end up shedding a tear. Indeed, that would be heartbreaking. Clearly running away is a sensible choice. So how about you take the front? I'll attack from the side. Alright, fleeing fits our rogue nature. Nice one. Okay, I don't start with the faster system. Because it didn't enter combat with it. New. Is this physical damage? Ow! What? Pew. 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 Pew times 6. Yeah, such an ugly and useless creature. Taking down just a couple of hits. How boring. Hey, Barthlos, are you still alive? Give us a squeak if you are. Here, squeak. Hey, you all shaken up. Can't even handle this bit of action? Should be safe here now. Get to work. Aye, boss lady Cypher. Barthlos activated excavation mode, unearthing the treasure buried deep on the ground. Excavation mode on wooden planks! Hello? Hello, incoming viewers. Thank you for joining the stream. Getting along with Honkai Star Rails 3.3 Trailblaze Quest. Sniff, sniff. It doesn't smell like anything valuable this time. Since we've already dug it up, let's just open it and see. What is this? The Journal of a Styxian Refugee. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna read all of that. Not out loud, anyway. If I feel like reading this, I'll either go back and go through the wiki or the VOD. Oh, it's talking about how they ended up leaving Figusa. I don't know. Oh, this looks tragic. Do you think they made it to Okama? Probably not. I've never seen or heard of anyone from Styxian Okama. At least I'm still left for Dolos. Guess the city wasn't so lucky, huh? It does seem unfair, doesn't it? Just because they were born in the wrong place, they had to face such devastation. Meanwhile, those in Okama, simply because they're supported by the World-bearing Titan, continue to survive. Yeah, the world just isn't fair, is it? Speaking of the World-bearing Titan, Cypher, didn't you tell me once you used to be an apprentice at Kafli's priestly court? Eh? Huh? Did I? Yes, you definitely told me, and I remember it clearly. Maybe it's been so long that memory's gone a little fuzzy. Alright, I did tell you. It wasn't a big deal. I just snuck in with a bunch of mumbling priests and watched them do their spooky rituals around some glowing rock. Honestly, I was only interested in the waltz of the old grandpa's any councils back then. Don't remember what else. What, it's been, what, nearly 1,000 years? Oh, I see. But you in a priest's robe? No, that's hard to picture. Who asked you to picture that? Besides, priest robes from 1,000 years ago are nothing like the ones today. Right, I didn't think about that. I was just curious if you've ever heard anything from those priests. Huh, how ridiculous. Come on, let's head to the next spot. Where'd this roadblock come from? It's so annoying, the treasure's right in front of us. Oh dear, we're stuck here. I have a plan. Should we call him that big, noisy, cumbersome man of the grace? I thought that thing would actually come in handy. Alright, do you want to handle it? Leave it to me, boss. I don't need a controller after all, you know. Okay. You're the controller. Hand is grace, my darling. Activate. You are the controller. Punch. Self-criticism. Looks like a charm. Not bad, however, I still don't see how this ties into trickery. Let's go to the next trove. Hey, slow down, that question you asked me earlier. I think I just remembered something. Yeah, what did I ask? You know, that question, the one you specifically asked me after we dug up the second chest? I already forgot. Forgive me, boss lady, but have you been under a lot of stress lately? I didn't ask anything. You must have imagined it. Oh, is that so? Frick, I don't remember either. Maybe you're right. I have been a little on edge lately. I need to relax. Alright, let's move on to the next treasure trove. Treasure, let's go! What's she plotting? Twinkle, twinkle in my chest, how the score flame is the best. When it comes to singing, I still sound better than you, boss. Get me on all time and space on the journey of flame chase. I don't know. Sniff, sniff. Sniff! this end. Feels like something incredible is buried here. Buried in concrete yet again. Incredible indeed, if even the boss lady says so. How can I not be excited? Do I need to give instructions here? Get digging. Bartholus activated excavation mode. Eh? Oh, isn't this a golden scapegoat? Interesting. Looks like whoever buried this treasure wanted to play a little game with us. Oh, wasn't there a myth about this thing? Those who feared fire became sheep, those who did not become human. Sheep, human, whatever. All I know is unlocking this gets us treasure. Here, this honor is all yours. Puzzles and tricks are right up my alley. Just leave it to little old me. In the box! Only nothing can stop me. Cypher, it's your turn now. Stop. Stay there and don't turn around. Uh-oh. Is Flame Reaver here? Eh? What do you mean? Uh-oh. I told you, don't move. Ouch. What? Ow, my poor old back. What are you doing? Quiet, don't say anything unnecessary. What was with that beetle? Did she pull off that beetle? The seamstress. She's listening. Oh. Wait, that's... These bugs are all the seamstress? These bugs are all Aglias? Really? I mean, in the eras, you do have to talk to the Weaver puppet thing for your collection info, but, like, I guess... Huh. I guess when you do take that into account, it does kind of make sense that they are, like, connected to Aglia. Boss, do you mean? Stay put and keep quiet, I'll handle her. Well, seamstress, getting sneaky, aren't we? Did you think anyone noticed your little spice lurking around me? As time passes, I find myself leaning more and more on blind luck. If only the power of this little nymph. Natural I couldn't slip past her sharp eyes, Sophia. Even if could fully control Bartholus' mind, I would still be able to see through her disguise, Aglia. I guess that's what she was talking about from the start, when she said, like, not good enough or something. You've gone to such lengths to spawn my every move. What exactly are you after? I've told you before, you don't need me to succeed. Why don't you just let this go? She seems pretty serious this time. I already made an exception and got involved with casters and game missing. Asking for more now. Isn't that pushing your luck a bit too far? I'm sorry, Cyphera. I've plotted and schemed my whole life, but I never could have predicted our relationship would end up like this. So I guess Cypher was really kind of like an adoptive daughter or something, I don't know. I've spent centuries trying to figure out where I went wrong, replaying every moment over and over, but you've never given me a chance to explain myself face to face. And now she can't. Can she? Don't talk to me like that. You know I can't take it. 1,000 years ago, out of foolishness, I let my sound steal away the most beautiful sound I've ever known. Hi, Solens. Iceland's was the demigod of the ocean, right? Fegusa's core flame, but she's been dead since the start of this game. So we're getting some information on that, I guess. So this time I must say this to you, even if it's all in vain. I need you, Cyphera. The crisis area of this mission needs you. So Aglia was kind of responsible for Hysone's as well. I really like Cypher's eyes. The finale I've delayed for far too long. It's finally here. Whatever is onion you still hold against me will fade once I'm gone. Please, come back to Okama. I'm begging you. Without you, they don't stand a chance. I'll think about it, seamstress. But stop watching me, unless you want to lose me for good. Don't worry, as much as I'd love to hear your voice again, to see your face, I won't be able to. Is that what she's gonna say? It seems that that chance will never come. Goodbye, Cyphera. No! Aglaya's dead! That wasn't in the trailer, was it? Goodbye, Aglaya. Oh, what a shame. I thought there'd be some real treasure on the dead goat's head. Turns out everything in that chest was soaked in water from the River of Souls. Nothing valuable left. Those relics are once priceless, but time has eroded away all that they once were. Yeah, hearing that from you makes it sound so sad. Why am I getting all sentimental? I haven't even processed what just happened. That horrible woman. When did she... Oh. If you see her, let her know this. As demigods, we can't avoid our duties forever. This seems vaguely familiar, but I don't remember where. Could I have been back then when... You remember now? Looks like you don't need me to jog your memory. You must have slipped that nymph into your pocket while you were distracted. Don't underestimate that bug. It's every bit as dangerous as the seamstress's golden thread. Let your guard down for even a second, it might take over. You can spell secrets you'd never share otherwise. That's like some brainwashing monster straight out of the Black Tide. Creepy. Boss, how do you realize something was wrong? I'm curious, what exactly did that nymph make me say? Actually gave itself away very early on. Speaking of the world-bearing titans, however, didn't you tell me once you used to be an apprentice at Kefali's priestly court? We've been partners in crime for 1,000 years. We've talked about everything here there is to talk about. Except for that one experience at Dawn-Cloud. Never told you about that. I absolutely wouldn't have shared that with anyone. But, boss lady, there's a chance Aglaya wasn't trying to trick you. And as far as I know, the embodiment of trickery despises that golden thread, which forces people to speak the truth. You'd never defend Aglaya. Isn't that right, Zagreus? You have a terrifyingly sharp mind. After all, I'm the only one in the world who knows you're still alive. Huh? Zagreus is still alive? Barthlos is Zagreus? Is that why we could use Barthlos as a controller for the hand? To make sure, after all, I'm the only one in the world who knows you're still alive. To make sure you survived the Titan trial, I had to fool the entire world. If you want to keep that life from falling apart, you better keep playing your part in the days ahead. So, but how does that work? Cypher is clearly, like, ageless, immortal. And she's got the powers of Zagreus, but Zagreus is still alive? Even if it weren't for saving my worthless little life, I'd still walk through fire for Cypher without hesitation. You may have been reduced to this form, but you still haven't lost your way with words. Speaking of which, Cypher, you're not taking that wicked woman's words to heart, are you? Life's been pretty great lately. Why get in trouble now, don't you think? Honestly, I've been thinking. Maybe a trip back now wouldn't be too bad. You're back again, Cypher. Cyphera, your face. She is bleeding gold! I need clothes. Anything, just throw me something. A piece of cloth will do, just enough to cover the wounds. I'll pay back the amount I owe, promise. You're bleeding golden blood. Yes. What about it? So what if I'm one of those crisis errors they talk about? Those infinitely strong heroes, world-renowned swordmen, exceptionally intelligent scholars? Cyphera. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint. Who knew that group of amazing people would include me? Hopper? Thief. Con artist. Maybe I should just make another cut to drain all this yellow stuff out of me and... Oh, okay. Stop it, Cyphera. I'll give you clothes, warm you up, and stay here in my workshop until you're healed. Are you going to ask me how I got these wounds? Yeah, right, what's the use? I'm so good at lying even golden thread can be fooled. If you can't verify the truth, why bother asking at all? I don't need to ask, nor do I need to use the golden thread. I know everything you do is for survival, at all costs. Stay here. You won't have to deal with the cold or go hungry again. Stand by my side and you can start putting yourself back together. So Cypher really is basically Aglaya's adopted daughter. Aren't you worried I'll ruin this place's reputation, or that I might sneak off with your precious clothes and sell them? I wouldn't have invited you if I worried about those things. You're weird, seamstress. You know, they say a child who often lies remains a liar for life. I've tried not to become a liar, but honestly, it's just too hard. I'm close to giving up. What makes you think I won't disappoint you? Because I can feel it. Not with the power of a demigod, but with the heart that beats in my chest. We love this place. That's why you keep coming by, but also why you hesitate to stay longer. You worry you'll tarnish the Goldweaver name. After taking over Nestia's divine authority, I became used to letting the golden thread distinguish sincerity from falsehood. However, the mission I need to complete requires me to learn to trust and rely on my heart. Cyphera, you're an honest thing I've given to this world, and also a challenge the world has given to me. You're an honest thing. What does this mean? Get thee out of here, dumb bot. Frick off. Frick off, man. Stay here with me. You have a beautiful face that deserves better than to be covered in scars and grime. You've got a way of talking that's hard to follow. Alright, let's make it a deal. You have 1 day to change your mind. Once the action hour passes, there's no turning back. Oh. These folks in black, they're not responding to provocations, nor do they seem intent on fighting. What exactly are they waiting for? Pressure, fear, planting seeds of anxiety. It seems the strategy they've chosen. What's with the smoke? Or is that just random effects? An organization that sees it as their mission to eradicate the crisis errors. I read some chilling accounts, stories of the cleaners using alchemical arts to implant fragments of memories into their successors, ensuring both identity and hatred live on. From what I know, these stories are true. The kindness we know today, strictly speaking, is a 27th kindness. Holy, okay. So, kindness is the accumulation of all this hatred. Okay, that makes sense. It's not just one person, it's the accumulation of 26 and some more from the current one. Okay. Objectively, the rise of the cleaners was both inevitable and necessary, yet their ruthless and twisted methods earned them nothing but disdain and condemnation from history. And still, they endure. An organization persisting through time, now working tirelessly to obstruct the flame chase. Are they truly so terrified of the Air Nova the crisis errors strive for? Even in these crumbling end times, there are always those who find ways to profit from the chaos. To ask the vested interest to abandon their status, wealth, and ambitions in this world for a distant ideal may be no easier than creating a miracle. I wonder where Echo is now. If they're targeting me, she definitely won't escape their notice either. Hope all is well. Is that Lord Kratos? Where did you come from? First you were in Okama or something with the friggin' talking with Hyacinth and Tribi and that saying that Aglaya's in trouble, and now you're here. You are Lord Donhong. We couldn't reach you until it's late. So the Holy City Guard almost assumed you and Echo had met some terrible fate. You pests crawling in the shadows. Back off. Your plot ends here. You played your hand and run while you still can. It might be your only chance to survive. Stay away from Okama forever. If you set foot there again, the fury of its people will tear you apart. Because Aglaya is dead, and in the eyes of the Holy City's citizens, her blood is on your hands. She's dead! She's actually dead! I don't think that was in the trailer, but holy frick. They're all gonna be back, right? They're all gonna be brought back, right? And Force is cyclical, right? They're gonna be brought back, right? Right? Oh no. Looks like she was wrong about you. She? Are you talking about the mastermind behind all of this? She just thought you were weak. She believed that even facing the evil you claim to oppose, you'd hesitate to strike. Misinterpreting mercy for weakness shows how arrogant and foolish your master is. They're still alive. With proper care, they'll pull through in a few days. I must warn you. I haven't fought a human in ages. I can't guarantee they'll always be able to hold back. They're lucky that they're still alive. If you feel as lucky as they are, try me. You sound so cool. Aiden is seriously upset. Get out of here. Don't show your face around us again. If your master wants to stop the flame chase journey, she'd better bring an army that makes Kremlis at its peak look like child's play. I've said it more than once, Lord Finon. We're not here to start a fight. We came only to ensure you weren't anywhere else. While you were unaware, I already accomplished our mission to buy time. So, Lord Finon, until next time. Are you okay? I'm fine. Anyone who uses innocent lives as bargaining chips has gone too far. They're after the crisis here. Do you think they have a chance? Well, I guess. The opposition within the Council of Elders is still desperately fighting to obstruct the flame chase. If the conspiracy is exposed, they'll be hunted down in the Holy City like rats with nowhere to run, no matter where they hide. My teleslate? Kratos? Donhong? Oh dear. Garment Maker. Global announcement. Due to force majeure or whatever, the world-wide web operations will be temporarily suspended. Please stay calm and remain in your homes. What's going on? Oh dear. Lawful golden thread enabled for emergency internal communication only. Lady Goldweaver deceased. Please return to the Holy City at once. I know it's hard to believe, but please come back soon. On my way. Yeah, Aglaya's golden threads were basically what was providing their equivalent internet, right? Oh dear. Aglaya, is this... Blasted. Those guys... What's those guys doing? How could they possibly... Stay calm, this could just be one of her schemes. I won't believe it until I see it for myself. Hang on. What should we do now? Go back. Stay on course. I'll contact Tribi and ask her to keep the citizens calm. We'll hurry back to Okama as fast as possible and assess the situation in the city. If we run into any enemies along the way, I won't be merciful this time. Angry Finon looks so cool. Is this where we get to see that part where the whole sky, from the trailer, where the sky in Okama is getting screwed up? Tardiness. Was that voice? His voice? Oh. Aglaya. Hmm? You're forging a sword for Finon, aren't you? I haven't seen you wield a hammer in so long. I couldn't help but be entranced by the sight. Ew, Aglaya. In this form you come to me, it seems. That's right. At this moment, my physical form is already shattered. My journey as a human in this world has come to an end. As a human, though. Yeah, that video talking about the theories, there's some speculation involving some wording with, I guess, some of the other deceased Crisis heirs that, like, when Anaxa, I don't remember who it was, but when Anaxa took the core flame out, he's dead, supposedly, but just his physical form, there's still some other existence of him somehow. Don't remember how it was explained, and again, I don't remember, like, which other Crisis heir they used, like, they referred to. I think it was a Crisis heir, but yeah. It's time to fulfill our pact. Of course. The pact I haven't forgotten. The thing I entrusted to you. Do you still have it? R2 Plain. This vessel is not worthy of you. Do you still insist? I insist. Over the past 1,000 years, every piece of fabric I've worked with has been tainted by my cold divinity. It's made me hate their colors, textures, and scent. This ornament stands apart. It was a gift from a child. She was pure and kind. I often wish my childhood could have been like hers. How to say goodbye to everyone. Have you already planned? I'm afraid there's no such detailed plan this time. I deeply regret not being able to say farewell to them one by one. The moment has come. My departure will give them one less thing to worry about. This parting gift should help ease their regret of such a sudden goodbye. Invented for the Titans, Kremna's soul-forging technology was. Through divinity it retains, filtered out, the remnants of humanity will be. Is that what you want, Aglaya? You've confirmed this with me repeatedly. Yes, Chardanus. I needed you to do this for me. Condense my divinity into this ornament, and it might still be useful in the future to help them complete their mission. Some sort of bone necklace? Selfless until the end. Envy that child. There's no need to. I already lived a grand life your humanity has. Your praise puts my heart at ease, Grand Craftsman. No. Please take me through the last tempering that fate has to offer. The city is silent, and tension is building with every passing second. The news has probably spread by now. Every household is locked up tight, and all the market stalls have closed down temporarily. Something about this feels like a scheme. I don't know, she really was taken by the cleaners. I can't imagine. How could she have been taken down by a handful of assassins? She wasn't. Probably. Unless it's all part of her plan. If it is all part of a larger plan, Triby must know something. She just couldn't say it in a message. Let's go find her. Yeah. Danhong came back before us. Maybe he's heard something. Alright, back. How's everything? No injuries, I hope? Don't worry, the cleaners didn't lay a hand on us. Lord Kratos, were you in the city when it happened? What exactly went down? Regrettably, no one knows the details of that moment. Eyewitnesses only saw... it's fine, just tell me. Eyewitnesses at the Memorial Palace saw Aglaya fall from the Crisis air bath. Oh gods. She showed no signs of life by the time the Holy City guards approached to check. They were too afraid to jump to conclusions. After all, she was a demigod who lived for over 1,000 years, the leader of the Crisis heirs. Most citizens of the city believed that death couldn't touch her. She is pierced through the heart by a uniquely crafted dagger. I saw it for myself. It's one of the weapons carried by the cleaners. Why did they go after us? I also don't understand. This doesn't add up. The ones who approached in the grove and those who confronted Dan Hong in the abyss didn't immediately resort to violence. They were just watching and trying to intimidate. They didn't have any reason or the courage to attack Glaya. Perhaps speculating blindly won't help. Let's go find Lady Tribby, as she understands Aglaya's mind best. I'll stay here to lead the guards and maintain order. Find out what happened, but don't take too long. With Aglaya gone, someone has to take her place in Lido Kema. Also, Miss Hyacine was the one who declared Aglaya dead. You might want to speak with her. Thank you, Lord Craterus. Alright. The baths are empty. No citizen feels like bathing after hearing such terrible news. We're back, but too late. Hyacine, you're back. We heard from Kairos. Are you alright? I'm fine. I've been staying close to Lady Tribby and Lady Trinon after the incident. It's great that you come back so quickly. They need someone with them now. You witnessed Aglaya's... Yes, we witnessed her final moments. I tried to treat her immediately, but even the sky's blessings. Declaring her death was the hardest thing I've ever had to do as a doctor. Lord Finon, don't push yourself. You're carrying a heavier burden now. Please don't fall. That's fine. I can handle it. What I've lost is a mentor and comrade in arms. But for Tribby and Trinon, they've lost a 1,000-year-old bond, like losing part of their lives. You should rest, Hyacine. You've been awake for a long time, haven't you? We'll handle things from here. Okay. See you later, everyone. Next, we should visit Lady Tribby. I'm pretty sure I've been up there. Hello incoming viewers, thank you for joining the stream. Just getting along with Honkai Star Rails and Forest 3.3 Trailblaze Quest. About an hour and a half in, so spoiler alert, kind of. You've been warned. I mean, if you're in the stream here, presumably you've already been through it, but we just found out Aglaya is dead. A dedge. Well, lighting shift. Snowy and Little Gray, you're back. Lady Tribby, Snowy, please don't apologize to us. You went to the grove to prepare yourself for the threats to Okama. You didn't do anything wrong, so don't be hard on yourself. We were always by Aggie's side throughout this long journey, so we understood her thoughts better than anyone. She knew she wouldn't see the end of the Flame Chase journey, yet she gave everything without hesitation for the future of everyone. I know what Aglaya expected of me. Right now, the last thing Okama needs is a leader wallowing in self-pity. The scroll over there was entrusted to us by Aggie. She instructed us to hand it over to you when the time is right. I think now's the right time. I should probably get back to that text. Just give me one moment. Oh, goodness. Nameless recollection. Golden threads frayed at the fringe of an era, and posterity took up the sentiments formerly hanging on its web. This tragic news heard during your travels. Head to the book and write it down. Is that the last chapter for Aglaya? I mean, RMC took the core flame, but she doesn't show up in there, right? Nope. Okay, well, let's just see. Aggie, so you really don't have to take the medicine anymore? No need, teacher. Medicine can only steady my flesh, but it cannot stop the decay of my soul. I've already borrowed too much time from this world, and now the time's up. Now is the best time for my exit. Please don't cry on my account, teacher. I have a final selfish request. Can you lend me an ear? Aggie... Go ahead. We will definitely fulfill it for you. I wish for my death to be quiet and gentle. I hope that my lifeless body will not be exposed to the eyes of the public. Teacher, I have faced too many challenges in my lifetime, but in the pursuit of one thing alone, I have remained unchanged for 1,000 years. It's beauty, isn't it? Huh. That's right, teacher. Beauty. Do you think Snowy is ready? 1,000 years ago, when I took up the core flame of Nestia, do you think I was ready then, teacher? Born into this era, we had no choice but to grow amidst the raging waves, not set sail after everything was prepared. Finon, he'll understand. He'll grasp the duty of love to them. He is mature enough now, no longer blind by anger or hatred. Finon, my humble student, my trusted colleague. As I write this, you are locked in battle words with the Council of Elders, fighting for the survival of the flame chase journey on a battlefield where the smoke of war is invisible. So she wrote this when he was doing that whole argument at the Citizens' Assembly? I deeply regret and feel guilty for hastily pushing you and Echo into the debate, but please forgive me. At that moment, I could not afford to show any sign of weakness before you, as it would have crushed your morale. I consider the debate a routine affair, assuming I could win merely with the sport of experience we accumulated over centuries, but I underestimated kindness and her party's cunning, and also the deterioration of my own senses. The trap is likely set by the debater Calictus. He had prepared a severed golden thread in advance, revealing it to the public when kindness was faltering in the debate. He claimed I was reading everyone's thoughts with the golden thread to cheat in the debate. I could have countered that low tactic in 100 ways, but my words slipped out before I could even think about them. With deceitful scoundrels like you in the crowd, I have no choice but to rely on the golden thread to keep watch over everything in this holy city. You can imagine the reaction that comment provoked. At that moment, I felt my time was running short. The divinity in this body might be eternal, but that is not the essence of me. I am a daughter of humanity, born of my mother, and I will die as a human. Realizing that my humanity was fading, I began to plan my exit. What kind of departure would not waste such a belated death? I have yet to find the ideal answer. But I knew I couldn't simply fade away in my sleep like anyone else. The serpents have always lurked in the darkness, terrified of their heads being cut off by the golden thread. If my departure were to become uneventful, it would only lead to a swarm of serpents emerging from their nests. Regrettably, a peaceful death is a luxury I cannot afford. I must feign weakness deliberately, to make those serpents lose patience and act rashly. Just as they think they've struck and sunk their fangs into my heels, that's when I'll strike back, igniting the final blaze to burn away the threats hidden in the shadows. The blaze soaring into the sky might sow fear and confusion, but I have no worries about people losing their way. After all, Okama still has you to guide them, Finon. You're not perfect, Finon. I witnessed your confusion, recklessness, deep sensitivity dawn after dawn. The heavy burdens of your past have always weighed you down, inflicting deep pain. Yet, in your way, you are perfect. You embrace everyone's imperfections, always ready to find the precious qualities hidden beneath their rough exteriors, unconditionally. That might be what sets our Skyfather Kefli apart from other deities. They recognize the imperfections in their creations, yet still choose to shine their light on them, offering protection with unconditional love. Fine on. While you zealously pursued strife, believing it to be your destined path, from the very beginning, my thoughts have never changed. You are the destined world-bearer of Emphorius, the gate to Emphorius' future. Go complete the flame chase journey of the prophecy, ignite the stars, and inspire hope in the hearts of humanity. I'll be waiting at the end of the west wind, looking forward to the miracle you will create. Aglaia, how could I possibly be worthy of the burning torch you've passed into my hands? Tanhang, can you do me a favor? Whatever I can help with, just say the word. Please deliver a message to Lord Kratos. Have him gather the Holy City guards and the Kremnons to spread the word from door to door. At the lucid hour tomorrow, Final will speak at the Memorial Palace. Urge everyone who has concerns about the Holy City's future and the Flame Chase journey to attend this gathering. Tell them Aglaia has left Emphorius the seeds of hope. Understood. Thank you. It's been a harrowing day for everyone. Please make sure to rest and collect your thoughts. I need to prepare. Chardonnus? Chardonnus. What brings you here to Memorial Palace? I plan to get everything settled before coming to see you. Is there something urgent, Chardonnus? Oh, you're holding up. I wanted to see. Better than expected, you seem. There's no room for doubt anymore. It's time to take action and show everyone that the leadership of the crisis heirs is still strong. Right, your assessment is... Now here, take this. Isn't that, yeah, the guard, the hand guard thing, isn't that basically like the Flame Reavers thing? Is this, you've completed it? Dawnmaker, the name I've chosen for it. For dawn, prepare for battle. For tomorrow, wield your sword. If it's your stature, it does. Crisis era. Dawnmaker. Unbelievable. You've never seen that Black Cloud Swordmaster, yet you've recreated this so precisely, just from what I described? Oh, Finan himself asked to make it like that, okay. Precise your description. Imbued with the power of dawn, I already have. Guided by your will, gleam with golden flames, its blade will. Wield it, may triumph always be yours. Thank you, Chardonnus. I will use the sword to protect the things of Emphorius. Another thing, there is. What's this? Stored here, the remnants of Aglaia's divinity are. This is her commission, her death she had long foreseen. Can she still hear us? It's difficult to confirm. About divinity, we know very little. In this way, she wanted to be with you, always. I understand. Let me keep this. With this, I'll have another constant companion by my side. May this world never have need for a deliverer. Someone told me long ago. But when the world dashed her hopes and fell into disarray, she could see me now, leading from the front, rallying people against their destiny. She would surely smile. Tell Cyrene? All the Holy City continue without Lady Goldweaver. Look, Lord Finan is here. Who's gonna help him choose his fashion sense though? Whatever, because like he has a terrible fashion sense, right? It was Aglaia who always fixed that up for him. Will he step up to Lido Kema? Not long ago, I spoke at the Citizens' Assembly at Dawncloud. I wrestled with every word, searching for the right ones to rally support and keep the Crisis Heirs Flame Chase alive. In the end, I remembered a lesson from one of my teachers. In battles where words are weapons, outrage and blind passion often overpower reason. I followed his strategy. I painted my opponents as nothing more than pests, tore apart their character, and laid out their crimes. The strategy worked. I secured enough votes to achieve my goal, but afterward, there wasn't even a flicker of joy. I realized that apparent victory masked a deeper failure. In my pursuit of success, I feel division and strayed far from the very purpose that led me to the flame chase journey. This journey was supposed to unify, not divide, to strengthen us, not weaken us. It was the gold thread that mended our rifts in the past. Some saw it as a means of surveillance, a tool of control, but no one can deny that it was Aglaya who held this city, and even this shattered world together. Now she is gone. Yes, as you have heard, the demigod Aglaya, who guarded the holy city for a millennium, has indeed fallen. Who murdered Lady Goldweaver? Find the murderer, make them pay. He's gonna say now's not the time for vengeance. Have to continue forward. I felt the same as all of you initially. I wanted to stand here beside you to condemn the sinners, to discuss retribution, and to see justice brought down upon them. But my perspective has changed. The golden threads that once bound the city have unraveled, yet no one is celebrating their freedom from control. In the empty markets and bath chambers, one feeling lingers. Unease. Deep down, we all know, the last safeguard against the harm we may do each other is gone. No divine power will protect us from the malice in our hearts. From now on, only the moral code we choose to uphold for ourselves will stand between us and the abyss. I don't have a way with words. Be quiet and listen carefully. There's something special about a man of letters. What does this mean? Deliverer? Yeah, right. The flame chase journey is nearing its end, with only one time left for the crisis heirs to conquer. Aquila. Before I rise to the skies, I challenge you. Cast out the shadows and malice within your hearts. Let your spirit shine brighter than the sky itself. What the heck? Is that graphical artifact? Let me bear witness. Even without the divine authority of romance, Okema will remain a sanctuary in these end times, a place for the kind people Aglaya dreamed of, the kind people foretold in prophecy. A better people. Better people. Ooh, the graphical artifacts are kind of going crazy right now. I appreciate your willingness to accept the challenge. You have reminded me that Aglaya left me perhaps the simplest duty in the world. To bear the burden of creation, I need only to give one thing. It's a gift she gave me without hesitation, and now share it with each of you. Unshakable faith. There's still a long way to go before Amphorius is reborn, but we will not forget the past as we move forward, for the memories of Amphorius will always benefit future generations. Allow me this moment. I want to borrow a few minutes of your time to commemorate a demigod who protected the holy city for a millennium. She was Okema's dressmaker, the leader of the crisis heirs, the Goldweaver Aglaya, and her greatest feat was being a selfless person. For whom the bell tolls, or something, I don't know. That singing sounds so familiar. Is that Castor? Yeah. Who's this? Who that? Is that Tribby and Tribby's mom? I don't know. That's our song, and that's our song, and Snow used to love it. Yes, Lady Trian, for that child filled with anxiety. The songs always dispelled the clouds in my heart, even if just for a moment. Snowy was so cute and kind when he was little. Now, you've grown so much. Maybe not as cute, but just still as kind. Time spares no one. So there's nothing we can do, but kindness, you help nurture it in me. Don't mention it. Your light is as bright as ever. Keep it up and stay strong. See you, Snowy. Oh no! Trian gonna die? I don't know. Goodbye, Lady Trian. I heard what you said. Are you suggesting the... Whoa, hold on. Anaxa? I heard what you said. Are you suggesting the debate tactics I've taught you were nothing but sleight of hand? Not at all, Professor Anaxa. Honestly, without those techniques you taught me, the flame chase journey might not have survived. Is this like talking before Anaxa gave up the core flame? Good thing your head's still clear. The crisis era of Keflid. I had no idea you had it. You had it in you while I was drilling those formulas into your head in class. Who could have thought, Professor? By the way, I've completely forgotten those formulas now. Some things never change. In our next lives, I'll teach you how to truly embrace your defined duties. I'll be waiting. Goodbye, Professor Anaxa. Oh, that was Anaxa. Oh, was he just saying goodbye to all the people they've left behind? Casters. Aren't you going to say something? Lord Finon, you've always been so approachable. Ever since we first met, you've seen me as a friend. It was the first time I understood what everyday friendship was like. But that's dangerous. Dangerous? Laughing and chatting with you, I sometimes forget who I am, and for someone with my kind of power, it's a real hazard. I hadn't thought about it that way. Sorry, I forgot to consider your perspective. Please, no apologies. Despite everything, thinking back on the times we spent together makes me really happy. I feel the same. Goodbye, Finon. Goodbye, Casterus. Aglaya. Remember, Finon, after completing the flame chase, leave the decision to initiate the miracle of Genesis to the Emphorians. The Chrysaors are the executors of the prophecy, yet they, the people, are the true masters of the world. Rest assured, I will always keep your teachings in mind. The difference between a presumptuous hero and a tyrant is a fine line. Well said. You've got a good memory. As he forgets the formulas. It's late. Anything else you'd like to add? That's a bit, it's a little blunt. Anything else? Even in your imagination, I'm not one to show you my vulnerable side. No worries, I've long understood how difficult it is for you to open up completely. Thank you for bringing me here, Glaya. You saved me. Maybe what I wanted to say wasn't you, child, but this crumbling world. Goodbye, Finon. Goodbye, Glaya. Oh wait, hold on. Trian was the one that died, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's all the people that it is all the people that have died, except for Casters. Casters isn't like dead, but. Did you forget it? Did you forget me? I forget you? Like it ever. Oh yeah, I was wondering where Maide was. We aren't parting ways forever. You're just off to fight the guards, off to guard the gates at Castrum Kremnos. Let's not make this a cheerful farewell. You know just how to make a person uncomfortable. I have a feeling we'll meet again in this lifetime. Let's have another showdown then, Deliverer. It's very confident of you. I've changed since then. Have you seen this sword? It's a masterpiece, freshly forged by Chardanus. A bold statement for a mere mortal who hasn't yet claimed the power of a titan. See you around, Finon of Aedes Elysia. It's a date, Mightymost. Whoa! Okay, what's with that wording? Okay. What a poignant yet splendid journey. Is this Siren? Is that Mem? It's still not over yet, is it? Is this Siren? Like, or Mem? Or something? Yes, Siren. Okay, it is Siren. That's right. In the end, you did become the deliverer in this story. A lot has changed while you were away. I've met so many people and tried so many things. I found new resolve and let go of some attachments. I'm not the same person I used to be. But to me, I've never changed at all, Finon. Who? Days later at Dawn Cloud. Cypher's here. Ah, Dawn Cloud. This place holds so many different kinds of memories. I remember you could see the Gold Weaver sign from here, all the way down the mountain. But my eyes aren't what they used to be 1,000 years ago. Cyphera, you... Seamstress, tell me. Does Akema have any treasures so rare that not even your shop has seen? Of course it has. I heard there's a gem of all worlds hidden somewhere in Dawn Cloud. Apparently it's a piece that fell out of the Dawn device. It's a truly priceless treasure, being a part of Kefali's divine body. Even I, the Gold Weaver, cannot witness its glamour. Gem of all worlds. Nice! Got it. Well, please keep looking after shop while I... Let me guess, Cyphera. You're probably already planning to sneak into Dawn Cloud to steal that gem, aren't you? Your next move is probably trying to sell it to the highest bidder, then distribute that money to the poor and the refugees in the holy city. Look, seamstress, are you sure you aren't peeking my head with your golden threads? You might be skilled at covering up lies, but your compassion is all over your face, plain as day. Don't lie to yourself. Do you honestly think this is the right thing to do, Cyphera? So Cypher's a Robin Hood? What else am I supposed to do? That's the only thing I can do with my power. You keep talking about how I have the potential to become a good person, or even what people call a hero. But I don't know what I need to do to get there. I can't weave golden dresses like you. I can't sing as well as Miss Hysolins, and I definitely don't know as much as Big Sis Trippy. The only thing I'm good at are the underhanded street smarts that no one even respects. But I still want to be worthy of you. I want to prove that you've made the right choice. Even thieves can dream, right? Voice acting, man. You can really feel it. I know, Cyphera. I know. You are justified in your anger. Destiny is never fair, and your path is doomed to be even worse than everyone else's. You are fated to walk in the dark and bear the world's misunderstanding in this journey. But you have to believe that everyone in this world is unique in their own way. I am convinced that you're the one who can bear the authority of trickery, even if you have to contend with the legendary 300 Master Thieves of Dolos. Aglaya. I just want everyone to believe that the world is beautiful and that everyone is simple as kind. If only I could get everyone to believe that. Would that lie become reality if people believed in it, even though it's a lie? Lies will always be lies, Cyphera. But sometimes they can be more noble than the truth. Are you really planning to just stand there forever? Honestly, sneaking around doesn't suit you, Deliverer. I never thought I could slip past your sharp ears, Miss Cypher. I just didn't think it'd be right to interrupt on your obviously lost in thoughts. Still as charming with your words as ever, boy. Your speech at the public baths wasn't half bad, I'll admit. It even managed to touch my heart just a smidge. Thank you. I had a feeling back then that you were in the audience. Intuition clearly is a thing of wonder. Oh, and you didn't call me out on the spot? You waited all this time to tell me? Well, I thought you needed some time to yourself after she passed away. None of your business. Enough small talk. Tell me, what kind of trouble did you run into that you need me, the super old timer, to step in? We've only met a couple times, but you've always gone straight to business. I respect that about you, old timer, so I'll cut to the chase. You're probably aware that Aglaya has earned the support of the entire city for the crisis heirs. Everyone believes that she died at the hands of council members who are against the flame chase, and the citizens' fury has been dragging these schemers out of the shadows one by one. But they didn't get everybody. To this day, we still haven't found Elder Kindness, the leader of the cleaners. I see. You're afraid she'll do something wild, not that she's pushed into a corner, aren't you? Yes, I believe that Kefali's core flame. Kefali's. Forever enshrined above the council theater would be the opposition's final trump card against the crisis heirs. We're setting out to campaign against Aquila in a few days. With the crisis heirs gone, it'll be their best chance to strike. You think those desperate dogs will try to snatch the core flame while you're gone? So you want me to give them a nice long walk while you're away, right? You sure saw right through me, Miss Cypher. I know exactly what you can do. Godlike speed, perfect disguises, untraceable movements, and that most enigmatic authority of trickery. I have only one request. Please, use whatever tricks you need to protect Kefli's core flame, even if you have to deceive the rest of the crisis heirs as well. Uh-huh. Hey, deliver. Do you honestly think that there's no way I'll turn you down? Do you even have any plan Bs if I decide to nope out on this? As the demigod of trickery, there are no other trump cards in the world that can outrank you. I'm sure you know the answer to your own question, Miss Cipher. What confidence. You talk as if you have everything in the palm of your hand. So you did learn a thing or two from her, I'll give you that. Well, let me tell you something you don't know. The Flame Reaver. They've been watching Okama closely. You mean... Bet you didn't expect that, huh? I've been tracking them all this time, and this is my conclusion. That lunatic may have lost their mind, but they're no fool. Why do you think they haven't made a move on Okama yet? Professor Anaxo once analyzed this. He thought it was probably because Kefli's core flame is protected by the Council of Elder Secret Arts. Secret Arts my foot. I could break those mechanisms with a flick of my finger. Allow me to let you in on the actual secret. They're probably held off from attacking Okama because the Seamstress defense network was way tougher than you thought. Now that she's gone, and you're heading out on the Eye of Twilight, with the city's defenses in shambles, a dangerous situation we find ourselves in. But since you're the one who brought it up, I'm guessing that you already have a solution in mind. Just look at how ridiculously calm you are right now. Well, you guessed it right. Consider this a 2-for-1 deal. I'll keep the lunatic entertained on top of protecting Kefli's core flame. You owe me a big favor after this. You have my deepest gratitude. That Flame Reaver's power is truly unfathomable. Please be careful. She's just gonna get lariated, slammed into a wall, and die. You will die over petty change. She's gonna try and catch a coin. Boom, gotcha. I got him, GG's. Don't forget, deliver. There's a fundamental truth in this world. Cipher will always get the last laugh. No need to worry about a demigod. I'll do my job. So you need to make sure that you don't die before you get to pay me. Meanwhile, in the Grove of Epiphany... I'm back. I've been trying to stay away from here since the Black Tide destroyed the grove, and through that, stay away from the memories that might make me so. But the wind keeps pulling me back. Maybe that's the Twilight Courtyard's duty after all. I know, Lilika. I know. I too miss the days when we all studied together. But we have an even more important mission this time around. Lord Finan has already set the date to campaign against Aquila, meaning the Senate of the Sky People. You're right, at least I can still afford to get lost in thought once in a while. Oh, ancestors, please wait for just a bit longer. The time I spent in the grove deserves some reminiscence. Okay. I am finally out of dialogue. Not that the dialogue, not that it was, that, you know, it's bad, all the, whatever. It just means, I think this is a pretty good place to stop. We got, Finan's resolve, the kind of, the plans, ideas of plans, of what to do next. And it has been 2 hours, and it's 11:30. I actually have to get up early morning tomorrow, unfortunately. So yeah. I'm gonna call it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Anyone who's lurking, thank you for lurking, just watching the stream. And if you're watching the VOD, thank you for watching the VOD. And if you dropped by and left, you won't see this, but unless you watch the VOD again, but thank you for dropping by. If you enjoyed this and or my other content, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing, and leave some feedback down in the comments below. As for when I'll stream more of this, probably tomorrow afternoon, evening, just, you know, after the thing in the morning. And then I have a feeling this is also going to go at least like 6 hours. I don't know. But, you know, I don't really want to do a 4-hour stream tomorrow, so I'll probably do the rest of this split between tomorrow and Wednesday. Possibly Tuesday, most likely not, though. But yeah, again, that's it for this time. Thanks again. See you next time. Bye-bye.